When people think about epilepsy, they usually think about seizures. That's the part that people notice. That's the moment that people are gonna remember. But something people don't see very often is how epilepsy actually affects the small decisions in everyday life. A lot of life is made up of small choices, like just when to sleep, when to take medication, whether you feel okay enough to go do something. Most people just make those decisions without thinking too much about them at all. They just go through their day. But living with epilepsy can make you think about those things a little more carefully. Not in a dramatic way, just in a more aware way. Sometimes it's something simple, like noticing how tired you are, or paying attention to how your body feels that day. Maybe noticing if something feels slightly different than usual. Those small signals can matter more than people realize. Here's also the routine part of life with epilepsy: taking medication, making sure that you didn't forget it, keeping track of how things are going, trying to keep life just as steady as you possibly can. Over time, those routines become normal. They stop feeling unusual. They just become part of the day. Most people looking from the outside world would just never even notice them at all. And that's one of the interesting things about having epilepsy. A lot of it is totally invisible. People might only ever see the seizure, but they don't see the awareness that exists around it all of the time. They don't see the routines. They don't see the small decisions happening quietly throughout the day. Living with epilepsy also teaches patience, because not every day feels exactly the same. Some days feel easier, some days feel more, not 100% sure. And learning how to move through both kinds of days is part of the experience. Over time, you start understanding your body better. You start noticing patterns that you have. You learn what helps you feel good. And those small understandings become very important. Living with epilepsy isn't only about the difficult moments that people imagine. It's also about learning how to build a life around having it. A life that still has meaning. A life that still has normal days. And sometimes the most meaningful days are those quiet ones. The days where nothing dramatic happens. The days where things simply feel steady. Those days might not look special from the outside, but when you live with epilepsy, those quiet days can mean a whole lot. If you live with epilepsy, you might understand what I mean. And if you're someone trying to understand epilepsy better, I really hope that this help helps show you a part that people just don't usually see us go through. Thank you for listening.